Hi guys, I know this is not a music advice account, but um, I just talk about stuff that I like. And I am someone who's played keyboard for like 10 years or so, and I really wanted to start playing guitar now. So I'm here with another video because I did a lot of research before getting my first guitar so that you don't have to do yours. I did it on your behalf. You're welcome. So in this video, we are going to talk about what you should know before buying your first guitar and what I did before I got mine. Alright, so there's a full story about how I ended up buying it. I wasn't actually going to buy it till end of April, but then I crashed out and shit happened. That's a different story. So let's start with what kind of guitar I have. I have an acoustic steel string guitar, which is 3 by 4 in size. It's perfect for me because a full sized guitar is hard for me to handle because it's bigger. My fingers don't go comfortably over the frets, which is not the case with this one. Now, why did I get a steel string guitar? Why did I not get an electric guitar? We're gonna get into all of that. To start with, I got the steel string one, not the nylon one. Why is that? I want a guitar which gives the vibe of, like if I want to play country music or something like that, like I'm sitting around a bonfire and I'm the main character and I'm just strumming and getting all the chicks. Just kidding. But yeah, that's the vibe that I wanted with my guitar, which is why I went for a steel string. Now, if you want a guitar that has a high frequency sound, it's kind of a little more high pitched, like the kind of the kind of music you hear in like Mexican music, for example, it's kind of high pitched. It's that if you want to go for that sound, you should go for a nylon string guitar. That's really good for that. Now, why did I choose this and not an electric? Trust me, I love electric guitars. I'm obsessed with everything that you can play on them, but I feel like for me, the whole thing about setting up amp, and since I'm living in accommodation right now, it's my final year. I'm almost out. Please give me a break. I can't be very loud. So acoustic seemed like, a better deal for me. And that's one of the reason I got an acoustic guitar. Plus, you can just start playing it, you just tune it and you can start playing it straight off the bat, which is very convenient. So that's the reason I got an acoustic. Another thing that I want to discuss is that just because you're getting your first guitar does not mean it has to be a smaller one like mine. Like mine is probably somewhere around a parlor sized guitar. You can also get a bigger guitar, like a jumbo sized or a dreadnought. Dreadnought is one of the most common shapes within guitars, and when you listen to a dreadnought guitar, it's basically the most common sound, like in most records, that is the music that you hear. It's generally from a dreadnought guitar. Now, you should choose the size of your guitar based on two things. I don't know why my phone keeps doing that. Okay. On two things. So the first thing is how well it fits in your hands. It needs to be a good physical fit so that it's comfortable for you to play it. Secondly, the bigger the guitar, the bigger the sound. So if you want a nice loud guitar with more ranges of sound, you should go for a bigger guitar. Your first guitar can be a jumbo guitar for all I care. So if that is what is something that calls to you and it fits your needs, then go for that one. Now, a lot of people prefer nylon strings over steel strings. Why is that? Nylon strings don't break easy. Steel strings tend to break easy, but that is not a concern for me because I'm not really gonna manhandle this thing that much, and I'm not really playing a lot of aggressive music. It's just casual strumming for me. So that's not a concern for me, but it can be a concern for some people. So in that case, that is something that you should keep in mind. So if you're someone who wants to get a guitar to do shredding, I would suggest getting a cutaway guitar. So see, my guitar is not that. It's just a regular dreadnought. So with the cutaway guitar, the thing is the shape is a little different. The wood from here is kind of like cut off, so it makes it easier for you to reach the higher frets, which is something which would be difficult for me to do on mine. So if shredding is something you want to learn on your acoustic guitar, you should invest in a cutaway guitar. The thing is, with time, acoustic guitars have evolved and come a long way. And now that they've become amplified, there's no need to have as much airway in them, which is why in some of the shapes they have cut this part out here. So if you are interested in shredding, think about investing in a cutaway guitar. So another thing that I did research on was the type of woods that guitars are used. Acoustic is what I'm talking about. So I don't even think it's necessary for me. Like, I didn't really need to, but I was curious. So, guitars are made using tone woods. The most common guitar top is spruce. And it kind of gives this high frequency sound where it punches the guitar, which is punches like the song, like the music out of the guitar. It kind of like vibrates with it, so it produces louder, more high-pitched sound, and it is used in combination with mahogany in the back. Mine's not that, just specifying, which adds a punch to it, which is, in my opinion, one of the most expensive and the best combination if you really want like the best high quality sound. But that's just me. So, but of course not. I did not get a mahogany fucking guitar. That's upwards of $500. No, thank you. So, and then in the next generally you'll see rosewood and maple are the most common types of woods used in guitar necks. And yeah, that's about it. I think mine might be spruce. I don't know. I don't care because I love how this sounds. So now talking money. How much did mine cost? My guitar by itself was $235 with 1 year warranty included. I got some stuff along with it, so my total came up to about $280. But the guitar itself, it's a Denver acoustic guitar, steel string, and 3x4. So that's the size, and that's how much it cost. I think it was a very good investment because if I really want to learn an instrument, I want to invest in a good one. And I did my research. It meets all my needs, all my requirements, and I'm actually really excited to play this. So I have been practicing. I'm not confident to play in front of you guys yet, but I will be soon. So stay tuned for that. Also wanted to preface that, not preface, I'm ending the video. So I post a lot of random shit on this channel. It's just I have a lot of interests and I want to talk about those interests. But this still primarily remains a witchcraft, candle magic, escapism, whimsical vibe channel. But I just thought I have all this information in my head. I'll just dump it into a video and it might help one of you. Who knows? So that is my take on everything you need to know as a beginner before you get your first acoustic guitar. This is everything I knew and this is what I made my decision based off of. So, ciao.